All right, so for Duke Student Broadcasting, I'm Danny Nolan along with my podcast counterpart, Ryan Bardach. And we just left the game, Duke beating Michigan State. First, let's talk about one thing we did and did not like about the game. Bardach, what did you like about this?
I think the biggest thing I come away with is the performance of Andre Dawkins. The guy came out, lit it up from three-point land. He was pretty efficient with his shots. He made a lot of three-pointers, obviously, which was a big difference in sparking the Duke run to start off the second half. And I really like his performance overall.
Okay. And the thing I'm going to say I loved Seth Curry at the point. Coming into the season, I wasn't really sure how he was going to handle the ball. There's a couple plays, specifically in the second half, where he drove into the lane, finished into the hoop, got a layup, really wide open a lot of times, which you really couldn't. Early on in the game, they had a better interior defense overall and a better interior offense, which leads me to the negative point of the night. Interior, we got to toughen up in there. Mason Plumlee had a 5-minute stretch where he played very well today, but a lot of times we're just getting out muscled, getting out hustled on rebounding, and we cannot score a point to save our lives in the paint. So what do you think?
I agree 100% with that. You got to look at, especially on Draymond Green, he got in there a lot of times, and he was really able to kind of bully the Duke players around, get inside and get great shots on the inside. That's the one big thing you got to look out for. Another thing is, I think, the finishing ability of Duke. The last couple minutes, they had a big lead, and they really let it slip away for what looked like a big portion of the last couple minutes there. With a 17-point lead at one point, and it ends up dwindling down to 5. And you really got to say that you look at the offense, they really kind of fell apart, weren't doing their thing nearly as much. They got really lackadaisical defensively, like Keith Appling, get to the rim, get open shots. So that's the one thing I want to look at is being able to just finish that game.
Very reminiscent of that Belmont game where we struggled to finish there as well. Obviously both victories for Duke. We are now 3-0 on the season. But really the big talk of the town is going to be Coach K's 903rd victory. Yeah, we talked to some players, we talked to Coach about what was going on with that victory. What do you think this is significance-wise, maybe for the program as a whole, not for Coach K?
I don't think you can really look at it saying that it's huge significance because of it really changes that much. If you want to look at it, you want to say that this really just kind of cements Coach K's legacy and what he's done. The fact that you can now say that he is the winningest coach of all time rather than in the top 5 or anything like that. Really, most people already knew that Coach K is one of the top coaches in history. So for him, I don't think it's going to do that much. I think it is going to do a lot for looking at the Duke program. You're going to get a lot of attention around this. You're going to show that Coach K is one of the greatest guys in the program. Hopefully it can get more attention for the program and continue to show that this is Duke as a program rather than just Coach K.
And Coach K, I mean, the first 8 years he was in his career, only 6 games over 500, obviously has just blown up since then, become the most successful coach of all time as far as wins. And, passing Bob Knight, obviously his mentor, he cried with him a little bit after the game, giving him a hug in Madison Square Garden. And just a great moment for him, great moment for Duke sports. Once again, you can check out highlights and interviews of the players and coach on DukeStudentBroadcasting.com. Once again, I'm Danny Nolan.
And I'm Ryan Bardach.
And thank you for watching.